you're talking about, well, a couple of $1,000. So it's going to be an interesting decision for CM Punk as he locks up with Roderick Strong. But Punk has made it very clear he's got one thing left to accomplish on the independent scene in his Ring of Honor career, and that is to win the ROH World title.
And he has that opportunity at Death Before Dishonor 3 coming up in Morristown, New Jersey against Austin Aries. And as has become sort of tradition among the Generation Next crew, Roderick Strong sent after the next challenger in line for Austin Aries to sort of test him out, to feel him out, and to sort of weaken the challenger before getting that opportunity.
Well, Roderick Strong might not have the best one-loss record, but he has had some very impressive showings, and he has done a lot of damage to his opponents. You see a couple of people heckling Punk, showing support to Roderick Strong, and Punk counted it as only 3 people. But as I was saying, Roderick Strong has had really a very quietly has put together a great string of matches, and he's learned lessons in each of those matches, and more importantly, he's done more and more damage to his opponent's back in each of those matches as he misses a chop right there. For instance, James Gibson at the Best of American Supers Junior Tournament. What a match that was. He did so much damage to Gibson's back that Gibson's best friend Spanky had to throw the towel in for him in the second round. We saw what he did to Alex Shelley last week at New Frontiers in Buffalo, putting Shelley out of action along with Austin Aries. He had another great match against Alex Shelley back at the final showdown in Dayton. And of course, don't forget his tag team matches with Jack Evans, particularly at Nowhere to Run, when he really put out Delirious, put an aching on his back in that match.
Well, Roderick Strong, he's not called the Messiah of the Backbreaker for little reason. You know, he's done lasting damage to his opponents. Of course, James Gibson, not only that night, but for the subsequent shows, had that back injury that came into play against his future opponents. Of course, Alex Shelley put on the injured list at the hands of Roderick Strong. And no doubt he will focus on the back of CM Punk in the quest of weakening Punk before he gets that opportunity at the ROH World title in Morristown.
Well, you can definitely see the effect of Punk's abuse in the of Strong's abuse in the James Gibson matches, and it very well could be that back injury that Gibson had. They did cost him the world title as each man going for their big moves here. Strong going for the double knees. Punk turned into the Anaconda by Strong getting right to the ropes.
It's a little early for either man to be going for some of those signature maneuvers as their opponent isn't quite worn down just yet and is able to quickly maneuver out of the position to be susceptible to those maneuvers.
Well, it only takes 3 seconds though, Dave, and both men right there looking to set the momentum in this match, to set the pace, and neither man being able to do so.
CM Punk going to work on the arm of Roderick Strong, ringing away on the arm. Down to the canvas goes CM Punk, takes Roderick over. Head scissors applied around the head and the neck. Paul Turner in charge of the action.
Punk definitely has a strategy of working on that arm as he is doing that in the early going of this match. Very methodical. I just talked about setting the pace. That's exactly what CM Punk is doing here. Strong in the ropes. Paul Turner calling for the break.
Punk brings him to the center of the ring and drives the arm down into the canvas. And again, ringing away on that arm into the hammerlock goes CM Punk. Keeping hold of the hammerlock, Roderick changes it up on CM Punk. Into the side headlock goes Strong.
Roderick Strong so close to breaking out. And could you imagine how he could kill Punk's momentum if not only he injures Punk's back in this match, but defeats Punk as Punk heads into that world title match next week.
Trying to shoulder block Punk, holding his ground, not going down, and getting right in the face of Roderick Strong.
We have an intimidation game going on right now. Some trash talking.
Roderick hits the ropes. And again, staying on his feet.
And Punk is challenging the powerhouse.
Neither of these men, is going to back down out of sheer intimidation. Series of shoulder block attempts by Strong. Punk ducks the chop, gets the arm drag, and a second. Make it 3. Holding onto that arm. And rolls his shoulders down.
Oh, this is
near fall. 2 near falls.
Punk wants to get this one over with in a hurry. He's got nothing to gain with a long match here. As he comes right back up with the arm.
Staying on that body part. Paul Turner checking out Roderick's condition. Chest first down on the canvas. Punk with the arm in hammerlock position now. Holding it in that position with his knee. Grabs hold of the other arm. Just stretching Roderick on the canvas. Bending the fingers and the wrist back.
Punk has also done a phenomenal job in avoiding Roderick Strong's steam chops in this match. Roderick Strong, one of the hardest choppers in the whole wrestling business.
Punk picks him back up. Snapmare brings him down to the canvas. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And a second drop kick. Punk with a third.
Punk shifting his focus a little bit here towards the neck. Of course, the Anaconda Vice, Punk's new favorite submission hold, works the neck. CM Punk coming off that gruesome feud against Jimmy Rave. We saw him bleed buckets last time here in Manhattan as he connects with a big kick. Of course, that dog collar match against Jimmy Rave at Manhattan Mayhem. Now Punk has his sights set on the ROH World title. I don't think Punk, no matter what he does for the rest of his career, no matter where he goes, no matter what pay-per-views he main events, he'll never forget that steel cage match at Nowhere to Run in Chicago. What an emotional scene that was against Jimmy Rave.
Again, with that arm in hammerlock position. Hammerlock suplex. Driving all of Strong's body weight down on that arm. And only gets 2.
Dave, you've known CM Punk for a long time. You know that he has one goal, that is to be the best, to be the top man in any promotion. And let's say he does sign with WWE or he goes to Japan or turns his directions towards TNA. You know that it's going to eat at him for the rest of his career that he did not win the ROH World title if he leaves Ring of Honor without defeating Austin Aries next week.
No, CM Punk has basically done it all in independent wrestling. He's accomplished everything that he set out to achieve, everything but winning the ROH World title. It took 2 one-hour draws with Samoa Joe in an attempt to win that title. CM Punk is focused, and he has his eyes set on Austin Aries. But he's got to get past Roderick Strong here tonight and come out of this match still healthy going into that matchup.
You know, I'll even go so far as to say, because I know CM Punk pretty well, that he could defeat Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania in Chicago, and it would still eat at him that he didn't win the ROH World title. So we have a big chop exchange, and look at that, Punk still avoiding the chops, lighting up Roderick Strong right now.
Sort of beating Roderick at his own game right there, lighting his chest up with chops and a headbutt to follow up.
Strong trying to shake off the effects of that headbutt. His arm also getting a little gimpy.
Up and over goes Punk. No, wraps his legs around the head. And Roderick finally connects. Chop across the chest.
And you see the pain on the face of CM Punk. Those chops can easily scrape your skin right off. There's another one.
Punk feeling the effects. And left himself wide open for a third. Roderick going to work in the corner. But Punk dishes it right back out. Back and forth. Both men hitting very hard. And they take it out to the floor.
It's not over yet.
The ringside fans here at the Supper Club are getting a first-hand look at just how hard these 2 men can hit.
Ronnie Garvin would be proud.
Throws that hard hand right at the even harder ring post and pays the price as Punk dishes more chops out to the chest of Roderick Strong. Trying to get out of harm's way, but Punk just follows and keeps the onslaught coming. Roderick hits the ropes. Step over. Hip toss from Punk. Picked off by Strong. Going for the hip toss. Punk gets it on Strong. Leg drops that arm, keeping it trapped.
Punk goes right back to work on that arm. Very intelligent wrestling by CM Punk in this match.
As the shoulders are strong down for a near fall right there. Paul Turner right on top of the action. And again, the pain of the hold causing Roderick's shoulders to be flush against the canvas.
If Roderick Strong loses that arm, he's not going to be able to hit those backbreakers. That's going to give Punk a huge advantage, as Punk's going to watch his shoulders now.
Roderick turns the tables on Punk, rolling his shoulders down and reverses the pressure on that arm. And Roderick's power shown right here drives Punk down to the canvas. Frees his arm from the clutch of Punk. Roderick trying to shake it out a little bit. Both men worn down.
If Roderick can't hit his backbreakers, well, that's exactly what Punk wants, and that's exactly what Austin Aries fears.
Both men back to their feet. Chop across the chest of Punk. Roderick has him backed into the corner. Forearm strike. Strong with Punk. Puts on the brakes in the corner, connects with the kick to the arm. Up to the top goes Punk, but Roderick drop kicks the top rope and sends Punk tumbling back inside the ring.
Now let's see if Roderick Strong is able to follow up as he clutches at that arm.
Crawling toward Punk. Going for the cover very close to the ropes, and Punk knew where he was at, grabbed hold of that bottom rope to force a break.
Can Roderick Strong finally get that breakout victory? And more importantly, can he soften up CM Punk for that title match next week?
Belly to back suplex positioning, drives Punk down. See him favoring that back. That's exactly what Roderick Strong needs to do. Weaken the back of CM Punk. Not only to get the victory here tonight, but as you said, to soften him up for that title matchup.
Roderick Strong finally able to mount a series of offensive moves here.
Backbreaker over the knee. Stretching out that back, a la Bobby Eaton.
It's going to take a lot more than that to make CM Punk quit. But meanwhile, Roderick Strong just slowly wearing down the leader of the Second City Saints.
Referee checking on Punk's condition, but he's staying in this matchup. And the fans here in New York City getting behind Punk.
These fans know the rumors about Punk. They know Punk's situation, and they're showing their appreciation for CM Punk.
Worked his way out of the hold with knee strikes, but Roderick back on top. Vertical suplex. Jars the spine of Punk once again.
Strong, you see him favoring that arm, no, but we got a cover. 2 count only.
Punk hanging in there.
A very smart crowd here at ROH. They read the internet. They read the news sites like PWInsider.com. They know what's up with CM Punk. They want to see him win that title, though.
Roderick clubbing away at the back of Punk, trying to shake off the effects. More hard chops in the corner. Let Punk dishing it right back out. And these guys are going to be feeling the effects of this chop war tomorrow. Another backbreaker, this time over the shoulder of Strong.
You see Punk rolling towards the ropes. That means he was definitely hurt. He's looking to take a breather here.
Punk looks to be out of it.
Roderick Strong's assault might finally be taking its toll.
Handful of hair, trying to pull Punk back up. Looking to bring him back in the hard way with the suplex. Punk using his leverage to block. Shoulder block to the midsection of Strong. And again. This time Roderick with the knee strike.
And Punk just collapsed. He might be knocked out.
Roderick taking his time. Pulls Punk back to the center.
Very good ring presence from Roderick Strong. That's the difference between Roderick Strong now and a year ago. Now Strong taking Punk into the middle of the ring where he can do more damage.
Butterfly suplex from Strong. Lateral press. With the leg, man. Only 2. Again, looking to wear him down, putting pressure on the neck and the back of Punk as well, stretching out those arms. Almost like a full Nelson applied with the legs of Roderick Strong.
And once again, he's doing it in the center of that ring.
Punk nowhere near the ropes to force a break of the hold. Rolls the shoulders of Punk down. And right into a camel clutch goes Strong. Keep your eye on Punk's legs, though. Could be close to those ropes to get out of this hole.
I wonder if CM Punk is aware of how close he is to the ropes right now. He was definitely dazed from that knee earlier. Roderick Strong talking some trash now. You see the confidence grow in Roderick Strong with each passing match.
And you see the level of competition that Roderick Strong is able to put forward in that ring grow with every match as well. And Punk does reach the ropes with his leg to force a break of the camel clutch.
CM Punk is definitely in trouble right now as Roderick Strong is in firm control.
Roderick pulling him back up in the corner. Looking to shoot him across the ring. Punk takes the buckle hard and tumbles down to the canvas.
There's nothing but a little steel knob behind that padding, and if that knob gets jarred into your spine, it's definitely going to cause the pain to shoot up and down your body.
Another hard shot from Strong. Sends Punk across the ring once again, and once again, back first right into the buckle. And Roderick Strong doing exactly what he set out to do. You know, trying to be the enforcer for Generation Next, to prepare Austin Aries for the challenger and to wear the challenger down.
Austin Aries, whether he has a sore neck or not, he's got to like what he sees right here. Punk firing back with those chops.
Right to the eyes goes Strong. Puts a stop to Punk's offense.
And you hear this fans in the crowd singing Punk's theme song, trying to urge him on to victory.
Reverses the whip, Strong into the buckle. Elevates Punk, but he stays on the apron. Blocks the attempt, lands the forearm of his own.
Oh, he avoids the knee this time.
Keep your eye on Punk. Springboard drop kick right to the back of Roderick Strong. Key offensive maneuver right there from Punk. But he only gets 2 out of it.
Roderick Strong back to clutching that arm.
This buys Punk a little bit of time to dig down for some energy, try to catch his breath. As the crowd encourages Punk to get his second win. Double count administered by Paul Turner on both athletes.
Wow, this match has just been so even. What an athletic contest we're seeing here.
Chop from Punk, back and forth.
Both men just unleashing on each other.
Other.
He's going for that half Nelson, no.
Connects with the elbow, does Punk. Clothesline takes Strong down. Back to his feet. Punk sends Roderick in, reversal of the whip. Punk off the ropes, connects with the kick. And the back heel kick sends Strong down to the mat. Again, both men are down as the referee applies a double count. Punk with the cover. No, he gets his shoulder up.
Let's see if Punk's able to follow up now. Punk shutting up that fan in the crowd.
Mule kick connects. And the kick to the back of the head. Roderick hanging in there.
What an atmosphere we have here in Manhattan. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. You have to be here live to fully appreciate this.
And a lot of these fans that are getting maybe their first glimpse at the Ring of Honor product are seeing just how hard the wrestlers here in ROH can hit. Butterflies the arms of Roderick Strong. Works his way out of that position. Sunset flip. Only two. Both men back up. Half Nelson backbreaker. No. Up on the shoulders of Roderick. Drives the knees right into the chest. Big boot.
So close, but not enough. Punk digging deep to kick out. Roderick Strong finally hitting the double knees. A beautiful job there as Punk was going for a crucifix. Strong turning into the double knees, but can Roderick follow up? Can he get that breakthrough victory?
He hasn't been able to get the half Nelson backbreaker as of yet. Pulls Punk up by the hair. Hooks the head of CM Punk. Vertical suplex positioning. Release suplex. Drives him down to the mat.
Oh, he could be going if he turns him over. If he gets the knee in the back, it's that submission.
Modified Boston Crab. Punk counters it into a victory roll.
Oh.
Only two. Back to his feet.
Shining Wizard.
No. Right into a backbreaker over the knee. Excellent counter from Roderick Strong. Looking for that Boston Crab with the knee into the back. This could be it right here.
This is what put James Gibson out of the Best of American Super Juniors tournament. This made Delirious tap.
Punk trying to crawl his way out of the hold. Inch his way toward the ropes. And he makes it.
Roderick Strong and Jack Evans came so close to winning the ROH Tag Team titles at Manhattan Mayhem. Can Strong finally get that huge win right back here in Manhattan today?
He's got Punk face down on the canvas in a weakened position. This is a key matchup for both competitors. Another hard shot from Strong. Elevates Punk to the top turnbuckle. Roderick up to the second. Looking for the superplex, it looks like. Punk trying to hold on to the turnbuckles and block the attempt. Shots to the midsection of Roderick Strong. Punk drops him down to the canvas. Punk climbing up top. Roderick on his back. Top rope leg drop from CM Punk.
Cover. Right into the Anaconda Vice.
Referee checking on Strong's condition. Can he hang in there or will Roderick tap? He makes it to the ropes.
What effort, what heart, what guts and determination from Roderick Strong. Punk beginning to get frustrated. You know that Punk definitely didn't want to have this long or grueling of a match right before his world title match next week. He's calling for the plunge.
We don't see CM Punk use the Pepsi Plunge very often these days. He's mainly focused on the Anaconda Vice as his main finishing hold. But he busts out that plunge when the time is right, and it might be right.
Or he might need it to defeat Roderick Strong. Oh, Strong causing Punk to low blow himself.
Roderick looking to follow up. Pump handle slam. Punk staying on his feet. Waist lock. Standing switch. Going for the roll. Punk holds onto the ropes. Shining Wizard.
He hits it. Punk pulls Strong into the middle of the ring. Cover. Oh, not quite.
Right to the Anaconda Vice.
Strong taps. He had no choice. What an effort from Roderick Strong. What a victory for CM Punk. Next week, Death Before Dishonor 3.